This is your wee reminder. You don't lose yourself over the festive season because you're weak. You lose yourself because you've been trained to call self-abandonment love. I've coached thousands of women over the last 8 years to heal their self-abandonment wound and step into their self-respect era. And over the course of this walk with my main man there and the cult leader, Rambo, you'll finally understand why you burn out every Christmas and how to stop breaking yourself for people who wouldn't even piss on you if you're on fire. But before we dig into the absolute chaos, let's slow this right down. Every single woman I work with who come into my programme think they are practising self-love, but what they're actually practising is self-abandonment. And that self-abandonment started way back on their timeline, way back to their childhoods. Childhood conditioning. They grew up learning that earning love, approval, validation, worth was at the expense of themselves, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially and spiritually. So basically sacrificing themselves for every single person to earn something that they can give themselves every single day. They grew up being the good girl, performing for love and approval. They grew up being the fixer, walking on eggshells in the household, managing the adults' emotions. They grew up being the little soldier. You do not show any emotion. Vulnerability is a weakness. They grew up being the small girl in the corner. She learned to keep quiet, to keep the peace and stay safe. And this shows up every single year at this bloody time, the festive season, in their nervous systems. It shows up and says, I'm back. I'm here. I'm here and I've never ever left you. That little girl inside them. That little girl's always been there, man. She doesn't go anywhere until you recognise her, because she's what to feel seen. And how she wants to feel seen over the festive season is these self-sacrificing, conditioned behaviours, thought processes and emotions, like saying yes to every damn thing, managing people's emotions, performing, trying to fix people, walking around people, and the list goes on. The list goes damn on. But what we do here and how we actually practice self-love is, first and foremost, we recognise it. And we go deep into a theory which I call less is more. And what I mean by less is more is self-love is doing less, it's not doing more. Think about that. The less you do over the festive season, the more you'll be at peace with yourself, the more presence you'll have, and you'll enjoy yourself. You will enjoy yourself. So remember this, less saying yes to the things that make your chest tighten, less carrying the emotional weight of the full household, less performing calm whilst you're falling apart inside, less being the first up for the table to prove you're absolutely useful, less eating the cold scraps in the kitchen whilst everyone sits at the table, less sorting adults who can't sort their own shite out, and lastly, less apologising for having needs. So when you do less, you'll actually get more. More peace, more presence, more joy, more energy, more connection, and more self-respect. So I want to ask you this question. What would happen over the festive season if, for once, you chose yourself and you actually done less? So now, let's slow things down another little notch and do a little nervous system reset and check in with ourselves, check in with our body, check in with that little girl within you who is there, who is wanting to feel seen. And this process, this nervous system process, has got to make you connect with her on a daily basis. And all I want you to do is just take a moment, take a little moment, wherever you are, wherever you're watching this, listening to it, and just close your eyes, man. Close your damn eyes. And just listen. Listen to the waves crashing in. Take the moment and drop inward into your body. Drop inside your body for me. And all I want you to do is feel. Feel your chest. Feel your heart. Feel the tingles in your fingers. Relax into it. Relax into it, man. Relax into your body. And then when you've got it, just summarise that in one word for me. That one word might be, my body's feeling tired, stressed, overwhelmed, anxious about all the madness that's on its way, which is understandable. But you're here and you're well prepared for it, aren't you, with the less is more over the festive season, because that's what real self-love is, isn't it? Or you might actually be feeling excited, calm, relaxed, looking forward to it, whatever it may be. Just stick it, one word, in that comment. Rambo, come here. Hurry up. Come on. Here comes Rambo. Who's my boy? There he is. Say hello. There he is. Say hello. There's my boy. There he is. So that resets us after the old nervous system safety check-in, which I like to do. But yes, less fixing this festive season. You don't need to be an emotional paramedic, right, over the course of the next few weeks, especially when you're in your own home. You don't need to be fixing the children, you don't need to be fixing the adults. You're not a fixer. You do not need to, you don't need to do it. Right, it's not your job. Right, that shit is for Bobby Builder. He's the fixer, not you. Right, so you don't need to go sacrificing yourself, right, for everybody else, try to fix their emotions and all that bullshit. Just relax into it, enjoy it, and take it from there. And you'll not go wrong, nor you will. Rambo! We're going to get Rambo. Come here. Hurry up. What's this? There he's there, enjoying his life. Look at that sky, to be honest. Look. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What a night. It's night here and it's just starting to rain a little bit as well. So it is. Like Rambo, be Rambo, just doing what he wants, cracks on. So yes, you're no Bob the Builder, right? You're not there to fix things this Christmas, so don't even dare. Also, less performing. Leave it to fucking somebody who is a performer, a singer, a dancer. I don't know, people who get paid for it. You don't get paid to perform for approval, do you? No, you do not. Right, so no performances. You don't need to earn love, attention, affection by getting up and making the dinners, making 5 dinners for people, making sure everybody's okay, being the hostess with the mostess. No, you do not. You do not at all. Right, so no performing, less of it. Be you, relax into you, relax into that little girl know that she's okay just to chill. Chill, chill, chill. Everybody can take care of themselves, man. You don't need to have that mask on over the next few weeks or so, over this period of time. You do not. Unless being the strong one. Less being the strong one. Because I know what it's like. And you don't lie to me. I see it time and time again with women putting on the brave face, putting on the little soldier mask. I can do this, I can tough it out, I can survive this another year, but by the end of it I'll be burnt out, miserable, resentful. Right, don't be afraid to ask for a little bit of help. Whether it's asking for help for people to do something simple like help you cook the bloody Christmas dinner, help you do the bloody dishes, help you wrap presents, help you take a bloody night off because you're physically, mentally, emotionally and spiritually exhausted. And don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help with myself. And if you do want some accountability structure, just go to the description and click on the little link and download the little 7-day free self-respect program. And that will give you give you some tools, and I'm going to say it will give you some good insights into everything that I speak about and get you on the path, right, to your self-respect era. Right, because our self-respect era is when we do less. We do less. We take less shite in our life. Less apologising, less saying yes, less, less, as I've already said. Right, we get more energy, physically, mentally, emotionally, focus, clarity, and we can be a woman on a mission, on a soft mission. And also less being the small girl this Christmas. This is where you speak up. You speak up to that little girl within there who learned to stay quiet, to keep the peace, who learned to shut up, to stay safe. This is the opportunity to speak to her every night, to bring her to the surface and go, do you know what? You're safe. You are safe. I have got you. And that's the one thing I wish I heard more of as a little boy, as you are safe. And that's the one I identify being as the small boy. Staying quiet to keep the peace, man. Because Christmas in my house was one big performance, so it was. One big performance. One day of the year, masked. A year of walking on eggshells, physically, mentally, emotionally. Our life is a life, our childhoods are our childhood. It's not about looking back and going, pointing the finger and blaming and all that stuff. It's about looking back and understanding, right, that shaped me, good, the bad, the ugly. It's time to take responsibility, no longer abandon myself. Build self-respect for the inside out. And that is on us. That is on you. And that is where we come out of the victim mentality. You have the power to make that change, to make the changes, man. Your story is your superpower. What you've been through, how you've been conditioned. That little girl growing up, that is her story. Her story is your superpower. And it's your superpower if you say, I ain't got to be defined with my conditioning. I ain't got to be defined by my upbringing. I ain't got to be defined by any trauma that I've been through in my life. What I'm going to be defined by is my bounce back, my recovery, my healing. I'm going to share my story and show people who have been through similar to me that you don't be defined by things in your life. They make you who you are. And that is powerful. The most powerful thing you can understand is people don't realise their story is authentic, it is unique, and it is relatable. Everything you've been through, someone's been through it and going through it as well. And if you show a little bit of resilience, determination, a bit of, do you know what? I know I grew up in survival. I know my nervous system is living out of survival. I know that's not because I'm broken, it's because that's what it learned to survive. So I'm just going to wrap up there for today. As always do, Rambo, come here. Sis. Say bye-bye. Rambo's saying bye-bye. That's us done and dusted for an hour one. And we will be back next Sunday with the 4th episode on self-control. And if you want to dive deeper into self-love, go to that little episode there and I'll walk you through basically why self-love isn't punishment, it is subtraction. So have a good Sunday and see you next week.